We may be inching closer to a shutdown, but my next guest says the markets will remain largely unaffected, even as proposals show no sign of helping to close that soaring budget deficit.
There are several reasons why a startup can fail. Some say it's bad luck, wrong timing, and flawed business models. Those are all reasons too, but the 5 most important ones are discussed today. According to data from the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, 20% of new enterprises fail within their first year. Since 20% is not a small amount, we have to find out the underlying reason behind this rapid failure of American businesses. Number 1. Basement plan. Let us start with the basement plan itself. A successful firm is built on a strong business plan. Planning is everything. A business plan is the horoscope of the whole company. Through research and surveys, the plan will determine what are the needs of the business, fix the costs and inputs required for it, and describe strategies and deadlines that must be reached. What if the basement itself is crippled? Once you have a plan in place, you should stick to it. If your company plan hasn't shown to be overwhelmingly wrong, stick with it. Suppose while proceeding according to the plan, you found some mistakes. The next thing you do is not drop the plan and start anew. First, you have to try and rectify the inaccuracies. Planning is also a skill, and the company head should make sure their business plan is made by the right person and is extremely confidential. A business will cost more money and have a higher probability of failing if errors are happening. Additionally, you can be asked to shift course if the market circumstances drastically alter and adversely affect your chances of success based on the original company strategy. In this scenario, you go back to your strategy and completely revise it in light of the chosen pivot. So if your firm does not come under the 20%, you've got a handsome plan. What could be the next step? Number 2. Financing is the key. No business in the world can be run with zero financing. If you're expecting money to flow in, you have to throw money out. How much of it is in and out purely depends on the plan which we discussed earlier. Many businesses may struggle at first, so it's not an ideal situation to request another loan, especially if the business is not going well, has little capital, and is a struggling enterprise. If you start out being realistic, you can survive till profits come in. Trying to stretch the budget in the beginning will never take off the firm, leaving the business with a big debt. Although it can be used even after this phase, the lean management method is particularly recommended during this one. As the name suggests, lean management uses the least financial resources to accomplish the initial needs of the firm. Consider several funding and financing options. An expert in money management will take care of such things. Remember, this video is mainly talking about small enterprises who are getting into the field and hoping to become the next Microsoft or Tesla, who will give funds to an enterprise with no prior records. With the cost of launch and staff salaries and benefits, it may be challenging to weather the sales decline that happen inevitably over the course of a year. But on top of that, it can be challenging to get capital, particularly if the business owner has bad credit or the company doesn't have a proven track record. Number 3. Marketing is no joke. Marketing is the breath of any business enterprise. Many enterprises have excellent products and services, but they fail to reach their destination. For example, let us consider Elon Musk's EV giant Tesla. Tesla uses word-of-mouth marketing as its main strategy for getting the word out regarding its products. Customers told others who might be interested in it. Unknowingly, you also must have helped Tesla in its product marketing. Tesla made its customers happy and enthusiastic about its product by providing the best customer experience it could. If a firm depends on location for foot traffic, a bad position is obvious. A weak online presence is equally risky. These days, a company's social media presence might just be as crucial as its actual position in a shopping center. Social media marketing is the most used and in fact effective method of marketing. If there is already a need, making your company visible online is the next main step. This will let customers know that they can do business with you. You must ensure that marketing not only reaches people, but also the correct people. Therefore, be sure that the marketing strategy you choose is appropriate for the target market. For an online firm, large billboards might not be the best option, just as online ads might not be the best option for a heavy construction company. Reaching the audience that requires what you're selling, if the demand has previously been identified, is needed. The best product or service can't succeed if no one knows about it. As simple as it sounds, taking the time to spread the word about what you have to offer is crucial. Are you ready for the next one? Many of you might be pulling yourself from starting new endeavors only because of a lack of awareness, so listen carefully. Number 4. The wrong workforce will do wrong. Running a business is not a one-man show, even though a single person could be the sole head. Businesses frequently fail for the wrong reasons, especially those of newly established business owners. Serious hazards include missed deadlines, poorer customer service, and low productivity. It won't just harm the company financially, it might also harm employee morale and foster mistrust among business associates. Owners of companies should take their time selecting qualified candidates and always be ready to make modifications if necessary to achieve success. By doing this, one can avoid many typical causes of small business failure. The youth of our country is desperate to get jobs, so selecting the best one out of it is mundane. The likelihood of hiring someone who is not a good fit for the firm can be considerably reduced by taking the time to carefully evaluate prospective applicants. Additionally, it is crucial to make sure that everyone is clear on the expectations and goals of the company. By following these things, business owners can build a team of individuals who are dedicated to supporting the success of the company and who have similar beliefs. By doing this, the likelihood of failure due to poor recruiting is greatly reduced. Number 5. Passion is a new fashion. Why did somebody decide to start a business? If the answer is just money or fame, then the probability that it could end in failure is higher because passion is also a thing. Running a business can be difficult for entrepreneurs. Companies fail far too frequently, and lack of enthusiasm is frequently one of the causes of this failure. Any business endeavor needs power because it fuels the passion and zeal required to make it succeed. Without love, doing business turns into more of a chore than a pleasure. This can cause a lack of dedication, which would ultimately result in the failure of the business. Successful small business entrepreneurs must be passionate and unwaveringly committed to their profession. To ensure that their business may survive throughout time, they must keep their passion and focus through difficulties. The secret to remaining inspired and motivated when running a business is passion. Is every kind of industry facing this crisis in America? Let us check the trend of this past year. The percentage of enterprises that fail during the first year is the largest in the information industry, which makes it 26.4%. The information industry encompasses activities like creating and disseminating information and cultural items as well as processing data. It also involves businesses like those in film, music, and publishing industries, as well as those in telecommunications. It's challenging to establish a reputation for oneself in these sectors because there are so many massive competitors that control the market. Professional, scientific, and technological services having 23.4% and administrative and waste services having 23.1% had the second and third highest one-year failure rates respectively. A few of the jobs that fall under this category are legal advice, accounting, engineering design, administration, document preparation, and more. Not all businesses fail within the first year. Some make it a few more years, say usually 5 years. The retail sector takes the top spot when you look at the 5-year failure rate, with 69.6% of enterprises failing. It makes obvious that retail, which depends heavily on walk-in business, which could mean healthier customers, would have a tougher difficulty surviving economic ups and downs over these extended periods, particularly when a pandemic takes its toll. Keep these cons in mind: poor planning, financial failures, lack of market research, and a weak management team. Comment down your thoughts and like this video before you leave. Goodbye.